welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. Meanwhile, about set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That good for 19 on a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
19, 5 in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. James Pierce.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Mayfield down.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the... Opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Now a run here off the...
And he is into the end zone. Down. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown number 75. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. James Pierce able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. You could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances, and he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
They've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Mayfield throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Jalen Walker on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
11 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Mayfield now from the 50. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The coverage by Zion.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Mayfield with it once more. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Yards. That's good for a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his got football back. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Falcons, first down.
They'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Falcons, first down.
Rig alert. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by
Let's go now.
Winfield.
Now back to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Completes it to Austin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
65 catch.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. First half is winding down. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Incomplete. Xavier Watts on the coverage.
Douglas, the man in motion. Mayfield now. He finds Douglas complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Good. What?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So halftime is upon us. Up past the halfway point of the season and now past the half. Point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. In the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
18 yards on the play. And the Falcons.
They look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, quick throw there is incomplete. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Complete to Demario Douglas.
And again, it's Mayfield. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Yards on the play.
Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And
And the Buccaneers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. The Falcons offense and their wideout getting set once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. Side, it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs
the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended, go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mayfield. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield with it once more. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
And a 1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
10 more yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. James Pierce in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw here. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. To get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
162 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down.
Down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. look to throw here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Douglas, the man in motion. Mayfield down.
Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mayfield from the gun on third down.
And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that. As well as making big plays.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Robinson up the middle.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
171 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the Falcons. First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Ready? Touch the eagle. Touch the eagle. Ready?
A give left side to Robinson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Let's go.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll try and set up the screen out wide.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
He pushed it. Something looked off with a snap, and he missed it. It's no good.
But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Atlanta, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0